Welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into something that is timeless, something that is fundamental. It's a principle as old as life itself, yet it's one we often forget in our fast-paced world, shortcut world. The law of the farm. The law of the farm reminds us that every action we take is a seed. Every word we speak is a seed. Think about it. Every interaction, every decision, every moment of effort, it's all planting something. But here's the question. What are you planting? Too many a time, we hesitate. We procrastinate. We sit on what we have to do. Ask yourself, what seeds am I planting? Life and success are guided by principles. Unsuccessful people violate principles, and successful people obey principles. They respect principles. So every time you get a negative result, if you are diligent enough to sit down and ask yourself, what exactly transpired? You realize that a principle has been violated. So when you understand this, you become intentional about the results that you want to get, because every action you take is a seed. So before you take any action, you are going to ask yourself, because you are now intentional, what result do I want to get as a result of this action? Every time you ask yourself that question, you will be cautious in terms of the actions that you take. And on the other hand, we are also saying every word that you speak is a seed. That's why you hear many times couples, and sometimes they are even divorcing, and the wife is saying, the words that this man spoke to me, it will be difficult for me to forgive him. And the husband says, no, those are just moments of madness. You know, I was angry. You know what happens when people are angry? You know, we can say all sorts of things out of anger. Yes, you were angry. You said those things out of anger, but you planted a seed. And the result that is coming out of that, or the harvest that you are now getting, is undesirable. So every time before we speak, we should understand that we are sowing seeds. When someone gets successful, and you feel that jealousy, where you want to see that person down, know that you are planting a seed. So when you are conscious about the fact that everything that we are doing, we are sowing seeds into the garden of life, you start to be intentional. And when you are intentional, you don't just speak anyhow, you don't just act anyhow, you wait first. And you decide on the results that you want to get. I remember there's a client who once infuriated me because they were trying to come up with unfair terms of the business. So I almost replied to them and said, okay, let's go ahead and then after this we forget about it, we'll cut our business relationship. Then I remembered, this is a seed. What result do I want to get? So I then said, okay, let me sleep over it. So when I woke up the next morning, I came up with a brilliant idea of approaching the issue, and we came out with a very good resolution. So intentionality is something that we lack many a time. We just do things without thinking about the result. When you play video games, ask yourself, what results do I want to get? When you waste time going through your phone, watching skits, jokes, I'm not saying that's bad, but I'm just asking, what result do you want to get? What harvest are you looking at reaping? You may say, okay, as for me, I plant good seeds. Yes. So my question to you would be, how much of the good seed are you planting? Are you planting enough? Because most of the times, we do plant good seeds, but they are not enough to get us the harvest that we want. So you look to your neighbor, and you realize you started planting at the same time, but they are getting a bountiful harvest, and you are getting scanty results. What is happening? You might have planted less seeds. So let's say you are in sales. I will ask you, how many prospecting calls are you making per day? How much value are you giving to your prospects in advance? How many clients are you talking to? How are you maintaining your relationships with your clients? So all these are seeds that you are planting, but are you planting enough of that? Because many times we realize this is giving me results. This is giving me a very good yield. When you have seen that this is giving me good results, we stop doing more of that. So my question is, okay, you are planting good seeds, but are you planting enough of the good seed? And then the other question comes, how consistent are you in planting good results? Because most of the times we mix our seeds. Today you are talking nicely, tomorrow you're talking trash. Today you're a good person, tomorrow you're a monster. So you are mixing the seeds that you are planting. So instead of getting good harvest, you are also getting bad harvest at the same time. And you wonder why things are happening the way they are happening to you. Sometimes you are not diligent in insisting on planting good seeds. So we have to understand that the farm doesn't lie. The farm is consistent, and so are the principles of life. You can't plant chaos and expect peace. So finally, you have to understand that when you are operating under the law of the farm, there's an aspect of time. When you plant a seed, you cannot rush germination. You just have to be consistent, and you have to be patient. So when you plant seeds, wait for the seed to germinate. Whether it's a good seed or it's a bad seed, but time will give you the harvest. So you cannot microwave your result. Sometimes you just have to wait and be patient. Most of the times we plant good seeds and then we give up because we are not getting any return. Wait for the process to reach its ultimate fruition, and that you get the results. Thank you for watching. This is Osasim Cheriwa, and if this resonated with you, hit the like button, share the video, and don't forget to subscribe in order for you to get more of these educational videos every time we upload them.